Here is a look at First News. It's fair, it's accurate, you get the damn truth. It was the middle of the night when a dispatcher's 12-second warning cracked over the radio that a massive cargo ship lost its steering capabilities and power and was heading towards the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Within 90 seconds, our heroes, policemen, responded, able to stop vehicle traffic from getting to the bridge in both directions. When the container ship hit the bridge, it piled into the water. Slammed into the pillar at 1:30. 8 people went into the water at that time. 2 of the people survived, the other 6, part of a construction crew that had been filling potholes on the bridge overnight, still missing and presumed dead. The search for their bodies resuming throughout the night and into this morning. Federal and state officials said the crash appeared to be an accident. The NTSB is investigating. Captain Michael Burns Jr. said bringing the ship in and out of ports and restricted waters with limited room to maneuver is one of the most technically challenging and demanding things that they have to do in that port in Maryland. Video showed the ship moving at about 9 miles an hour towards the bridge. As traffic moved, there's no evidence anybody went into the water now other than the workers that were working there. They said we are in recovery mode now. We want to do it for the victims' families. They will use all the resources to find those folks that fell in. Losing the bridge will devastate the entire area as a lot of people used it. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said it was too soon to give a time frame for getting the channel cleared. He's heading to Montana today, though, instead of Baltimore. Israeli military said 30 rockets were launched by Hamas terrorists towards Israel Wednesday. This time, Hezbollah taking responsibility, and yes, folks, we're funding them too. They're also getting their military hardware and technology from Iran, which John Tester and others continue to send them billions of dollars and won't quit. Hezbollah militant groups began launching rockets towards Israel after Hamas-led militants stormed into Israel and killed 1,200 innocent people on October 7th. Benjamin Netanyahu said his government will not accept Hamas's delusional conditions of a ceasefire. They are doing the dirty work of the world. They're doing the work that the United States should be doing to try to eliminate these terrorists, and yet our own members of Congress taking the side of Hamas and Palestinians. Classified documents investigation into former President Trump has appeared to have clear momentum in 22 when the agents raided his home, but guess what? Each day is bringing doubts in that case. The judge has not set a trial date yet, having hearings with lawyers. All they're trying everything they can to bring charges against a former president that was allowed to have those documents, complicating matters and recent orders suggesting the judge is continuing to entertain the Trump lawyers about rightful possession. She had appeared skeptical days earlier, but now that case has already been tried, by the way, in the Supreme Court. They're allowed to have them. Now, people that are not allowed to have them were people like Joe Biden, who was a senator and vice president. He had them in 7 or 8 different locations. In fact, he took classified documents and gave them to a book writer for an $8 million upfront book deal. There's no charges, no investigation into someone who truly broke the law. Lawmakers in Thailand and their parliament overwhelmingly approved a marriage equality bill that would make the country the first in Southeast Asia to legalize equal rights for marriage of any gender. 400 of the 415 members of their House voted for the bill. It would open up access to full legal, financial, and medical rights for LGBTQ couples. South Carolina has a good problem. South Carolina's collected $1.8 billion in a bank account over the past 10 years. Accountants here are trying to figure out where the cash came from and where it was supposed to go. Republican State Senator Larry Groom said it's like going to the bank and the president saying he has lots of money in the vault but no idea who the cash belongs to. They're looking at the books now at the treasurer's office, people who are in charge of these balances, but it's nice that they at least have $1.8 billion and are not short $1.8 billion. Sean Diddy Combs, his lawyer, said the search of his properties in Miami and LA were a gross use of military-level force. First public comment since they raided his home, part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation. A criminal investigation, a major escalation in the screw scrutiny of that hip-hop producer and executive. Combs has been the defendant in several sexual abuse lawsuits in recent months. The statement said Combs is innocent, and he will continue to fight and try to clear his name. NBC News decided to cut ties with a former Republican, Ronna McDaniel, who was hired last week as an on-air political contributor. NBC's biased newscast group of people said, "We don't want her on our show and on our network," and so, not being fair, accurate, and giving you the damn truth, they fired her and want to hire another liberal progressive to promote NBC's point of view. Famed American artist and sculptor Richard Serra has died at his home in Long Island, New York. He was 85, died from pneumonia. He was known for turning curving walls or rusting steel and other materials into large-scale pieces of outdoor artwork, one of his generation's most preeminent sculptures. He became known as the poet of iron. Folks, I looked at some of his works. They had some pictures up, and they're just some steel boxes, one rusted box stacked on top of the other. And you ought to see the people looking at them. And I'm not seeing what you're seeing here. They look like two old rusted boxes that should be sitting up at Gold Recycling up here and get ready to be crushed. He just piled one on top of the other, and these people walk in and they ooh and ah and they drink champagne, and they, God, I wonder if I could buy that. And they're just, I don't get it, but that's what he did. He died at the age of 85. Asian stock markets are mixed today. Wall Street slipped yesterday. Oil prices fell. That's good. Maybe that will slow down the increase we're seeing at the pumps. As price for gasoline continues to go higher and higher and higher. Oil prices did fall yesterday. So did the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It was down 0.1%. NASDAQ down 0.4. S&P fell 0.3. Third straight day of drops for the S&P 500. One thing that did not drop was shares of Donald Trump's social media company. Rose 16% in its first day of trading, boosting the value of his stake in the company. Trump Media and Technology Group runs that platform called Truth Social. Trump holds 60% of the company. The closing stock price as of Tuesday made him worth $4.6 billion just with that company alone, as the enthusiasm for that stock continues to grow. Other stocks yesterday, Krispy Kreme was up substantially because the donut chain announced yesterday they are partnering with McDonald's and they will start selling Krispy Kreme donuts eventually at all other restaurants, which is just what America needs. I want an Egg McMuffin with a Krispy Kreme donut between the ham and the cheese, please. Just put it on the same sandwich and cover it with them little sprinkles. That's what America needs, Mark, a Krispy Kreme.
I knew this story would make you happy.
It made me really happy. You can get them at McDonald's starting soon. Who else was up yesterday? Visa was down. The processor announced a settlement with U.S. merchants related to the swipe fees that will cap those, so they were down yesterday. Lear Corporation was also down. The automotive seating and electrical distribution system supplier gave investors a disappointing revenue forecast. Alibaba was up 2 cents. They're an online retailer. They've scrapped some plans to list its logistics unit in Hong Kong amid a challenging IPO market. So, God, it's been a long time since we've heard from Alibaba. We told you earlier in Seaford, New York, a women's roller derby league has thrust themselves into discussion over transgenders. The roller derby team, they don't want transgenders in women's roller derby. Well, the county executive said there, nope, you have to take them. The league's gearing up for their season opener next month, faces uncertainty about where these games will be played and who can play in them. The answer is simple, folks. You just need 2 roller derby leagues. You need a women's league and you need a league for everyone else. Yeah. That way everybody else is included. That's how you handle the bathroom problem. Right. You have a women's bathroom and then you have a bathroom for everyone else.
Right.
That way everybody has a designated bathroom. But they're going to fight that in the roller derby league. Somebody in New Jersey overcame the odds that won $1.13 billion in a Mega Millions jackpot. Hadn't been won since December. The prize is the 8th largest in history. If they want the cash payout, it'll be $537 million, and then they'll take taxes away from that one. And the Powerball jackpot for Wednesday will also be large. Don't worry. Just go to the gas pumps and put your $4 in.
I thought it was 5.
Well, 4 because they had to buy Mega Mega Millions this week, and then run in and buy your lottery. Buy 5 of the $3 Powerball tickets. You don't even buy the ones that are cheaper, the Mega Millions. Nope, you buy the Powerball, and you have a chance to win $865 million tonight. It's been 36 straight drawings for Powerball without a winner. The odds of winning are 1 in $292 million. So that one will be drawn for tonight.
In sports, a couple things. Gonzaga is going to be good again next year in men's basketball. They're getting a transfer from Pepperdine, a Michael Ajay. He is a 6'7" wing. Only spent one season at Pepperdine because they didn't need him at Gonzaga yet. So he'll go there next year. And Gonzaga plays Purdue on Friday. And then this I thought was pretty funny. This whole thing with Shohei Ohtani and whatever he did or didn't do, Major League Baseball not letting him answer questions and that kind of stuff. But you know how people are quickly with memes, and there's a picture of him and a teammate in the batting circle getting ready to play a spring game this year. And unfortunately, Ohtani, you can see his name, is standing next to a teammate, Mookie Betts. So Ohtani Betts is a meme that's making the circles right now.
Oh, gosh. Wow. Gonzaga looks good this year. They've been playing some good basketball.
And Purdue's beatable, so.
54 degrees today. It's going to be the nicest day we've had for a while here, folks. Average this time of year is about 52, so we finally get there. 56 tomorrow, chance of rain, maybe some snow over the weekend, but next week looks much better. We start getting a more seasonable. By the way, if you've listened over all the years, you know that Mark's favorite college is Pepperdine. His favorite women's golfer is Dottie Pepper. His favorite soft drink is Dr. Pepper. He's got this thing.
I like pepper.
About pepper.
I do.
You ought to see him put it in his ketchup and dip his fries in it. You can't even see the ketchup.
Well, I can have it any way I want it, can I?
Yes, you can,
Okay,
Mark.
thank
You're a
you.
big boy now. Downtown, it's 29. 642, that's what's happening. Mark and Paul here together. Game day tomorrow. Mark will do famous peppers or PPs, something dumb.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, whatever.